Chapter 16. A Visit to Ajanta and Ellora. Ajanta Caves. Prashant and his sister, Ruhi, are very excited. They had reached their hotel in Aurangabad in the morning, and after resting for some time in their room, they took a cab to the Ajanta Caves. On reaching the place, a beaming Ruhi said, "Wow! I'm really excited to be here. Dad, can you tell us something about these caves?" Dad was only too happy to oblige. He said, "Sure, Ruhi. The Ajanta caves are located in the Sahyadri range of the Western Ghats on the Vaghora River near Aurangabad. They are a set of 30 caves and are considered to be among the finest examples of the earliest Buddhist architecture, cave paintings and sculptures." Prashant and Ruhi were mesmerized as they slowly walked past the caves and the paintings on the walls. Prashant said, "These are really beautiful and well preserved. When were these caves built? And who discovered them?" Dad, who was admiring the grand architecture of the place, answered, "The caves were built in two phases. The first around the 2nd century BCE and the second from 400 to 650 CE. The caves were first discovered in 1819 by John Smith. He was a British official who accidentally stumbled upon the site while hunting for tiger. I am really impressed by this monument," said Ruhi. "But what were these caves built for?" The Ajanta caves consist of ancient monasteries and worship halls of different Buddhist traditions, said her father. "It says here that they are carved into a 246 feet wall of rock," added Mom, reading from the brochure she was carrying with her. "They contain 5 chatyas or prayer halls. Other caves, known as viharas, are monasteries with residences. Some of these caves are said to have the largest surviving ancient Indian wall paintings." Ruhi looked at the paintings with wonder in her eyes. "I can see Lord Buddha in these paintings. What are they depicting, Dad?" "Well, the paintings that adorn the walls and ceilings you see here show incidents from the life of Lord Buddha and are called the Jatak tales. They illustrate different stories about the previous births of the Buddha." Mom added, "In fact, that ceiling painting, which shows a running elephant surrounded by flowers, was chosen as the official logo of India's Department of Tourism." Prashant, admiring the painting, said, "I have studied in my history class that the caves belong to the Vaktaka dynasty. 20 caves were built during the reign of one of its kings, Harisena. Also, reference to the Ajanta caves can be found in the travel accounts of Chinese travelers Fa Hin and Huan Zhang." "You are right, Prashant," said Ruhi. "I have also read that the painting technique used at Ajanta is similar to the fresco technique used in Europe. Our history teacher also told us that the Ajanta caves were declared World Heritage Site by the UNESCO in 1983, said Ruhi. "That's right," said Dad. "The paintings and sculptures found here are considered masterpieces of Buddhist religious art and have greatly influenced the development of art in India." By this time, it was evening and everyone was feeling hungry. So they decided to have something to eat. After that, they went back to their hotel to rest. The family decided to visit the Ellora caves the next day. The next morning, the children were very excited on their way to the Ellora caves. They looked at the scenic beauty from the window of their cab. As usual, Dad provided them with interesting bits of information about the caves. Ellora Caves. The Ellora Caves are located in the Sahyadri range of Maharashtra. They are one of the largest rock-cut monastery cave complexes in the world. They are located near the village of Ellora. The caves contain temples that were cut from basaltic cliffs. Like Ajanta, the Ellora complex was a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983. The family reached the place and quickly went inside one of the caves. Dad had a question for them. Can any one of you tell me one difference between the Ajanta caves and the Ellora caves? Yes, Prashant said excitedly. I've read that the Ajanta caves contain only Buddhist art, while in Ellora, you can find Buddhist, Jain and Hindu monuments and artworks. Very good, Prashant, said Dad. There are 34 caves in all. Of these, 12 are Buddhist caves and they date from about 200 BCE to 600 CE. 17 are Hindu caves that date from about 500 to 900 CE, and 5 are Jain caves dating from about 800 to 1000 CE. The caves were developed by various guilds from Vidarbha, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. That is why they reflect a wide diversity in terms of theme and architectural styles. Mom added to this by reading from her brochure. The Hindu and Buddhist caves were built by the Rashtrakuta dynasty, while the Jain caves were built by the Yadav dynasty. The earliest excavated cave here is the Dhumar Lena cave. Suddenly, the children shout with excitement as they see a huge temple. I've seen the picture of this temple before, Prashant said. It's the Kailas temple. Yes, said Dad. It is a chariot-shaped monument dedicated to Lord Shiva. It is the largest monolithic rock-cut temple in the world. It has various gods and goddesses depicting scenes from the Hindu epics. Mom, who was going through the brochure, said, "Let's see what we have about the Kailas temple." Ah, yes. Here it is. It says that construction of the temple began in the reign of Krishna I, 756 to 773 CE. It involved the removal of 150,000 to 200,000 tons of solid rock. The complex measures 50 meters long, 33 meters wide, and 30 meters high and has 3 stories. Just to give you an idea of its size, the temple covers twice the area of the Parthenon in Athens and is 1.5 times as high. Wow! It is really huge, the children shouted in delight. They see the scene depicting Vishnu transformed into a man-lion and battling a demon. Just beyond the entrance, in the main courtyard, is an image of Shiva's bull, Nandi. Within the halls, they see the 10-headed demon king Ravana shaking the Kailas mountain in a show of strength. The family thoroughly enjoys the visual delights. It is now time to go back to the hotel. The children are tired but very happy. I am really happy to have seen the Ajanta and Ellora caves, said Ruhi. Me too, said Prashant. I can't wait to tell my friends about these magnificent monuments.